Hey everyone, Kaylee here, and today I'm doing a video on inexpensive versions of more expensive hair and hairstyling items. They're basically dupes. They're very similar, if not almost exactly the same, but the price points are very different. Now, I'm not knocking the Salon versions of products. I'm a hairstylist, and so I'm always going to be a fan of good ingredients and great formulation. But I also know that we live life on a budget and we have to choose where we put our money, and sometimes money just can't go to hair care, or maybe we'd rather put it in other things. So for those reasons, I thought I would go ahead and show you guys these more inexpensive versions of basically the same thing. Now this first dupe, I know that I've mentioned in the comments when I was talking to you guys, but I don't remember if I mentioned it in the video yet. The expensive version is the Moroccanoil Treatment Light. This is a lightweight oil that you put through your hair. You can do it while it's wet, you can do it while it's dry. I mostly do it while my hair is wet after the shower to add smoothness and shine. It helps with detangling and it helps your hair to dry faster. I'm a big fan of it. But the less expensive version, I would say, is the Kardashian Beauty Smooth Styler Blow Dry Cream. This one retails around $15 to $16, so it's not quite like Tresemme L'Oreal prices, but it is a lot less expensive. It does the same things. It helps to add shine, it helps to detangle, helps your hair to dry faster, and it adds smoothness. I have used this both on wet and dry hair. It works really well for both. I would say one difference is that this is a cream versus an oil, so whenever you put the treatment on your hands, it's going to feel a little bit oily, whereas this one feels more like a cream or kind of slippery gel. So I find them to be extremely similar, at least the lightweight version of the oil. I find it to be very similar to this. And if you would rather not buy the Moroccanoil, I would really recommend this one because it did amazing things for my hair and I'm a big fan of it. Next dupe is volumizing powders. Now I own quite a few of them and I find them all to be extremely similar. So at the really high end we have the Schwarzkopf Osis Dust It texture. This is really great. I mean, it's the perfect velvety texturizing powder that you can use for volume. You can use to texturize your hair and pull braids apart, or just to create big teasing on your hair, whatever you want, you can do with this. If you really want to go down to Drugstore, $5 to $6, we have the Schwarzkopf Styliste Biotin Plus Volume and Texture Magic Volume Powder. It's made by the same parent company as this one and it's so similar. If anything, this one is a little bit tackier, but if you're using it for volumizing or you're using it for pulling braids apart, it's still just as good, it's still just as effective, and it is a fraction of the price of this one. Okay, so these next two are not exact, but I think that they're similar enough, and if you were to tell me I can't afford this one, what would you recommend? This is what I would recommend. So first we have the Paul Mitchell Hot Off the Press Heat Protectant Spray. You guys know I love this one. I've been using it forever. It's a little bit of a hairspray mixed with the heat protectant spray. It works really well as both. It doesn't weigh your hair down. It's incredible. But what I would say is very similar and I actually kind of like more is the Schwarzkopf Styliste Crystal Shine and Hold Heat Protection Shine Spray. These names. So this actually adds shine and hold and protects your hair from the heat. It's actually what I used on my hair today, and I've been really enjoying the holds that I get from this. It gives me hold without being crunchy or crispy, without making my hair dried out or feeling any kind of way that I don't want it to, and it adds shine. So it's kind of almost, in my mind right now for my hair, this but better, because it adds the shine and because it doesn't dry my hair out. And now we have another Moroccanoil product. This is the Moroccanoil Root Boost Volumizer. It's great, I love it. What I love about it is that it adds volume and shine to your hair. It's very rare to find a volumizing product that either maintains or adds shine, because normally when you add shine you weigh hair down. So when you can find a product that does both volume and shine, you grab onto it and you don't let go. It works very well. Again though, a little bit pricey. So if you wanted something that was similar but cost less, I would recommend the Kardashian Beauty K-Body Volume Foam. This also adds shine and volume. I do have to say it doesn't add as much volume as this one does. However, if you want just a nice little bit of lift and bounce to your hair, if you just want your hair to feel more swishy almost, this is a really good option for that. And the good thing about it being really lightweight is that you don't just have to put it at your roots, you can actually pull it down through your ends too. Your ends, if anything, are gonna feel better for having this on it. So if you want a lot of volume and a lot of shine, I recommend this one, but again, the less expensive option and kind of the lighter option I think is this one, the K-Body Volume Foam. It's really good. Okay, final product that I'm duping is the BigSexyHair Get Layered Hairspray. This hairspray is one of my absolute favorites. And the reason that I love it is that it is by far the driest hairspray I've ever experienced. I explained this in a video before. There's hairsprays where you spray it onto your hair and the main ingredient in the hairspray is water. So you spray it on your hair and it like creates a wet spot on your hair. It makes your hair wet. And the thing is, if you have fine hair or hair that loses a curl or hair that frizzes up when it gets wet, you don't want to add water to any of that because your hair might end up frizzing out or it might end up losing a curl. You don't want either of those things. This literally never makes your hair wet. You really have to add on a lot to even feel it on your hair, but even though you can't feel it, it does add hold. So I really like it for that reason. It's like a ghost hairspray. Like you put it on, it doesn't change your hairstyle, it doesn't mess it up at all. It just holds it in place without being detectable with touch or sight, and I think that's awesome. But if you can't get your hands on sexy hair products or it's not in the budget for you, I recommend the Styliste Ultime Biotin Plus Volume H2O Free Hairspray. This is the wrong can. I cannot find the hairspray I'm talking about for the life of me. I think I just have to buy a new one. But the can looks just like this, except it's purple on this little area instead of this kind of fuchsia color, and it says H2O free hairspray. And it is also water free. So it's extremely lightweight, it's extremely dry. It's never gonna make your hair feel wet, but it's gonna hold everything in place really well. I think the two are very similar. I think this one is a little bit less detectable, but they're crazy similar. So again, if you can't get your hands on this one, then the Biotin Plus Volume and H2O free hairspray is really good, and I totally recommend it. And that's it for my drugstore versus salon hair dupes. I hope that you guys have enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next one. Mwah. Bye. Sorry if you hear my puppy. He's being a little bit mischievous right now. If you're gonna disrupt my takes, you're gonna have to say hi. He woke up from a nap and now he is ready for play. He told me so many times. I think he's totally happy to just stay here. You see this? He's just like, yep, thanks, Mom.